up, everybody? Coffee with Carlos with this beautiful sun, and Prince is walking over there, and whiskey. Cheers. All right, getting down to it. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about what branding is, private labeling, and the way it's known as private labeling. That's something that we specialize in, and what to expect, and why we are why it's very important to do so. So number one thing would be, when you're getting ready to private label, you have to understand one very important factor. When you're ready to private label, you have to be ready to stand apart from everybody else. You're no longer in competition with price. Okay, we already have enough competition, with price. We have enough competition with like shipping product out. Everybody and their mothers doing free shipping. First and foremost, you do not know why that other company is doing free shipping. Maybe their margins are very different. So if your margins is very small, you have to consider that shipping is going to be a huge overhead for you. Okay, so when you're ready to private label, you're standing yourself apart from that. So therefore, you want to start making money. That's why you want to private label. Okay, that's why you want to rebrand. This industry, especially the apparel industry, has been burnt by a lot of people that just start flipping product. People that are new to business and they don't know what the hell they're doing, which is fine. We've all been there. But at the end of the day, there's a process to things. And when you're getting ready to private label, you're setting yourself up for, better success, better margins, better everything. Now, with that responsibility of growing things, a lot more, comes the time with it. Okay, there's a lot of customers, a lot of people out there that they get discouraged after 2 months. They don't have any sales. So they probably did 5 sales. 6 months, it's like you don't see any movement. You have to understand you're in it for the long run. If you really dedicated to building your clothing brand, you're in it for the long run. Any major brand out there, Gucci, Louis Vuitton, other industry, Harley Davidson, all these other companies that have created a name for themselves. I don't think they made a name for themselves in a week or a month or a year for that matter. Some of them actually got noticed after 5 or 10 years. So for you out there that you're getting stressed because, oh my God, I didn't get any sales the first month, what am I doing wrong? It's not necessarily what you're doing wrong. It's what adjustments you need to make sure that you are hitting your target customer, your demographic. Okay, again, if you're just trying to flip product, you're just trying to make a quick buck, don't even private label. Okay, or if you're gonna private label, just understand that you're not gonna have that much margins. It's something that you just have to understand. When you're ready to make actual money, and per piece, you want to make that profit, then you have to private label, you have to rebrand, you have to make sure that your product represents how you are. Okay, another one of the reasons why it's a little bit challenging is because people that are just trying to make a quick buck, they short sell everything, meaning or they undersell items. Okay, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna make a lot of money on this product, but then this one I'm gonna give it for free, or I'm gonna give it under cost, so that we could attract attention. I mean, you're just burning the market. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there like that. There's still gonna be a lot of people out there like that. That's why it's important that when you are ready to private label, you understand what separation that comes along with. Now, we have a ton of customers that they decide to do private labeling, and then they start with 10%. They have to, they start with 20% of their product. That's fine. You little by little, you start introducing your brand as your new product. And, sooner or later, your whole store, your whole website has your name on it. You're selling your brand. Okay. Now, another reason why it's very important for you to private label, or brand your product, is customer loyalty. In today's times, That is very rare to find. However, as an example, if you're trying to look for something, an expensive bag, right? If you're trying to find, something of luxury, you already know the brands that you want to go to, right? Or the brands that you would like to get gifts from, right? Somebody buys it for you or somebody gives it to you. You already know. I don't have to tell them to you. So the baby steps to getting to that point, right? To these major brands, it's private labeling. Why? Because they start putting your name on it. You start creating that value, that what represents, what it represents for people to wear your things. So therefore people want to wear your things, even if the name is all over the place, like Louis Vuitton, Gucci has things that are like they're stamped with all their logos. But they got to a point where they could do that. They got to a point where they could have color blocks. They could have different patterns mixed together. If you have a cheap item with that same type of design, nobody's gonna buy it. But because it says Gucci or because it says Louis Vuitton, then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, now I want to get it. Why? Because it represents value. So that's what you want to add to your brand. That's what you want to add to your product. Okay, as an example, I have a quick example here. One of our good friends, Queen's Cartel. Every single product that she has, okay, they do activewear. So every single product that they have has their name on it. Why? Because why not? It represents the brand. It represents that, if you're drinking from this, you're supporting not only, a female-owned business, you're supporting them. You understand that the vibe that, it's a fitness apparel brand, and it makes you feel good, right? If you wear their clothing, same thing. Any other brands that, truly represent the value of the brand, they start succeeding. They start representing something. Everybody wants to start wearing it. That's the point. That's the customer loyalty that you want. And you're only going to get there by starting to private label and understanding the process, because it's not going to take, you're not going to have instant success. That would be beautiful. It's like winning the lottery, right? Everybody wants to win the lottery, but how many people enter that? How many people actually win that? Understand, creating a brand, it takes, it's a lot easier actually, because all it does, all you need is understanding and hard work. That's it. Okay, creating value for your product, okay, and consistency. Okay, maybe you're posting pictures, maybe you're like branding and you have all your packaging, maybe you have everything on point. You start launching it. You don't start selling the first week or two. That's not for you to say, oh my God, I'm gonna quit, fuck this. No, everybody feels that way, right? We've gotten to a point where it's like, we could say fuck this, but we cannot mean it, right? So that's a difference, right? That's you want to get to that level where you want to continue. You want to understand that success it requires hard work. Unfortunately, there's a lot of customers out there. And the only reason why I say customers is because we are a business to business. We don't offer our services to your typical consumer. Okay, so that's the main reason why I have that terminology. But anyways, understand that you're creating value. Okay, understand that the overhead might go up a little bit, a few bucks, right? It's honesty. I'm not gonna tell you, oh my God, it's gonna be cheaper. No, it's work. It's time that is taken from me, from staff, from the team, from companies, couriers and stuff like that. And so you have to do your plus and minuses, and you have to understand that, okay, I need to margin this X amount as, branding expense. And then from this amount, now I'm gonna, increase the margins. That's where you're gonna tack on profit. And it's not to say, oh my goodness, I'm gonna buy something for $10. Yeah, I'll add everything to it. It's gonna be 15, so I'm gonna sell it, at 200. Oh my goodness, now I'm $200, $150 richer or more. It's not to say that. It's just to let the customer, the consumer, your end consumer know that that product is a valuable product. Why? Because literally your heart, your soul, your creativity is in that product. okay? If you don't feel that, you feel comfortable because, oh my goodness, somebody else has the same item for cheaper, your focus should be you and your brand. Because another huge example, Coca-Cola, there's like fucking Fanta Cola, there's something cola, I don't know. You could go to a 99-cent store and buy a Coca-Cola that is not from that company, right? Say almost similar price, different type of product. Are you going to enjoy the same? Obviously not. So again, where I'm trying to get to is create value for your product so that you could resell it. Create customer loyalty by creating the brand, by creating that energy of value, okay? And then understand the pricing behind it, okay? Understand that, yeah, if you sell something for $200, $300, you're not gonna ship it, just like whatever. You have to pay attention to detail is very important at time of sending out your product, at time of, various different aspects. Hence again, with your Louis Vuitton, you buy something from them, even the bags that they come in, they're like silky material, everything is beautiful. It's like you want to keep the damn, packaging, you want to keep it. So that's what you want to create, something similar, okay? Understand the process, create value, create that energy of customer loyalty so that customers could go back to you and buy from you, okay? Anyways, cheers. I'm gonna enjoy the sun a little quick minute. Have an amazing day.